Hey guys, welcome to Nashville Real Estate Show. I'm Kane Harrison. I'm delighted to be joined by Taylor Jones today. Welcome, mate.
Thank you.
And we're, of course, in the Sotheby's International Realty, the Lippman Group Cafe. What a great spot. I see we've got the coffee out the front.
That's right.
We're going to talk about all the fantastic things that are happening in the Nashville real estate market. And Larry and Gloria will be joining us as usual later on in the show. But mate, let's first of all jump to this fantastic property that you've got in Fayetteville in Tennessee.
Okay.
Yeah, let's walk the viewers through it.
This is a historic residence in Lincoln County, known as the Chilcote West Estate. And it was first constructed by Judge James Robert Chilcote in 1850.
Wow.
And it's absolutely spectacular. I've never seen anything quite like it. It's just one big curated antique. It's in showcase condition.
The grounds are immaculate. What sort of property is this sitting on? What's the size of the lot?
Well, it's a beautiful sloping lot, 3.11 acres, and has 300 feet of street frontage, which is notable. So there's an incredible curbside presence when you approach the property.
Just walk us through the house, mate. It looks absolutely fantastic.
Well, entering into the foyer here, you see a crystal chandelier, and that's an original chandelier from 1850, which is remarkable. And there's a parlor room off the foyer. And you'll see these really elaborate custom moldings and millwork. That's original to the property, so that's been there since 1850. Same with the pine wood wall paneling here in the study. It's survived all these years, and remarkably, no one painted over it. That's the original staircase and wooden banister. There's a bedroom downstairs. So you have an option for master down, and there's a private entrance there. So if you use it as a guest quarters, you have an extra door there, access to the home through the bedroom.
I was just going to say, it's immaculately presented. It looks like you could, turn key and walk into this place, and the kitchen is just absolutely fantastic. All that natural light pouring in. We talk about it so often that this is where the family gathers. This is where it all happens, right here in the kitchen.
Sure, and this kitchen is a perfect size for that. The current owners installed those granite countertops that you see there. And this bay windowed breakfast area has an incredible amount of natural light, and so when the sun rises in the morning, it shines in through those windows. There's a matching crystal chandelier, so that matches the one in the foyer. And that's also original to the home, so that's been there since 1850.
It's absolutely gorgeous. I think it's such a unique, so unique now to be able to get your hands on an historic home, especially in and around the Nashville area. I mean, Fayetteville, a little over an hour out of Nashville proper, so to be able to have such an immaculate home, I do wish that they'd hang on to some of these homes in Nashville, but this is absolutely beautiful.
Well, I've never seen anything quite like it. I've never seen a home in this condition. This home's been very fortunate to have a chain of ownership, people who, were very passionate about taking care of the home. And, the current owners have invested a great deal of money into the property as well. For example, when they moved in, there was only one functioning fireplace. This home has 7 fireplaces. Now all 7 fireplaces are functional. Mm-hmm. So they made some substantial changes since they've owned it, or since they purchased it 7 years ago. And that master bedroom suite used to be a bedroom in the 70s, and in 1974, they turned it into a giant master bathroom.
Now I think that, as we all know, the temptation when you move into an older home at least is to kind of pull everything apart and start from scratch, but it looks like they've maintained the integrity of this historical home while giving it some modern updates that people kind of look for.
That's an excellent way to put it, and that is what they've done. This bedroom here they're using for, for children. This is one of the 3 bedrooms on the upper level. The upper level has 1 master bedroom and 2 other bedrooms of about the same square footage. For the first time, this property is on the market at its actual square footage, which I think is notable. It had never been measured properly, so we measured it, and it's 6,269 square feet. In the past, when it was listed, it was always listed under 6,000.
Wow. The grounds are just absolutely beautiful, as you can see here. I mean, that's the beauty, I guess, of you know, being just that little further out of Nashville proper, to have all that beautiful yard to be able to have the kids run around in, or just to enjoy the privacy.
Sure, and you know, we put a lot of effort into this video because you know, we wanted to show the property and the surrounding you know, wooded, sort of protected land, and privacy is an incredible feature of this home. You can't see your neighbors on either side. Now,
I mean, Taylor, as we mentioned before, obviously we're in the Littman Group here, as we do every single Monday, doing this fantastic show. People will be thinking, Fayetteville, I mean, hang on, you guys, don't you just concentrate on the Nashville area? But this is a great example of someone actually reaching out to you and saying, hey, would you be interested in listing this historical property? Which, of course, you said, let's go for it. Of course we can do that.
Sure.
Just tell the folks at home, perhaps, you know, they think maybe by being in Nashville that they can't come and contact you, but you guys are right across Middle Tennessee, and you're more than willing to help anyone out sell their property, or in fact, try and find a property to buy. Just talk a little bit about it.
Well, you know, it's in Lincoln County, and that is, you know, outside of Nashville, about an hour and a half. But, you know, when they contacted us, I wanted to see if I could help them.
Yeah.
I wanted to do everything I could to help them sell their home. And when I went to their home and saw it, I was just blown away.
It was a
by
given.
The property.
Yeah, absolutely. So Taylor, tell us, I mean, we're sitting in Sotheby's International Realty, the Littman Group. What made you join this fantastic team?
Well, you know, I wanted to work with the best. So after my market research, I found this to be, you know, the strongest brokerage and the strongest firm in the city. So it's really where I wanted to be.
And I mean, we've heard that across the board, that obviously the Littman Group have been around for a long time and they're so well respected. But not forgetting, we also have this umbrella of prestige that sits above that, which is Sotheby's International Realty. Now, when you're going out and showing properties, perhaps when you're looking to list a property, how important is it to have that umbrellaed approach and say, look, we've got this fantastic group that sits above us as well, and all this support from across the country, well, across the world. Tell us about that.
Well, I think the association with the brand is extremely valuable for multiple reasons. You know, one reason, the first reason I can think of, I've been fortunate enough to live in other countries and spend time, you know, internationally, abroad, and that's a huge benefit for me to have Sotheby's all over the world, because I can help people and I can do business in other countries, being tapped into that Sotheby's network.
It's such a recognizable brand, and we, you know, we're so thankful to have it not only right here in Nashville, but I mean, we are here sitting here bringing these fantastic homes to these people through Facebook, of course. And guys, Taylor, just tell everyone at home where we can get in contact with you and how we can do that if they want to, of course, list the properties or know a little bit more about Sotheby's International or what's going on in the Littman Group. How can they get in contact with you?
Well, if you're interested in listing your home, you can contact me directly at 615-739-7870, and I have some information I could share with you about that process that will expedite getting your home onto the market and hopefully getting it sold quickly.
And I'm sure that they will. We'll put all that information on the bottom of the screen. We're only halfway through today's program, but we've so enjoyed you coming on, mate, and showing us this brilliant home, a step back in time almost, and it's absolutely fantastic. So we'll have all the information where you can contact both Taylor and if you want more information on this home or any others. And we will be back with Larry and, of course, Gloria. So we'll see you guys soon. Hi guys, welcome back to the Nashville Real Estate Show. We are joined by the regulars, Larry Littman and Gloria Exum. Welcome.
Good morning.
Good. Hello.
So fantastic to have you guys back. We of course just had Taylor Jones, who was showing us a beautiful property out in Fayetteville, which we're going to touch on a little bit. Not so much the property, but the fact that it was out in Fayetteville, and the fact that the Littman Group, Sotheby's Internationally, cover all of Middle Tennessee. Let's get to the market. Now, let's talk about this inventory shortage we have, Gloria.
Well, as we were talking earlier this morning, our company is really in search of increasing our listing inventory across the board in Nashville and the surrounding areas. We have buyers that are on the search daily looking for a home. I have a couple of families that I'm working with in the Mount Juliet area, and we're looking for something with near a half acre or more, maybe an older home built in the 70s or 80s or early 90s, just with some room to roam, and in a price range of under 300, and it's just not out there.
Wow.
So if you're out there thinking about selling, contact us, because we actually have buyers really looking.
I mean, I know we talk about it all the time that people are moving into Nashville from out of Nashville, but these are people in Nashville that are looking for a place in Nashville, which is something we haven't touched on before, but that just goes to show the inventory shortage in the market.
It's just crazy how short it is. It doesn't matter where you're looking, which area, there's hardly anything to show. And we would hope that the people out there that are sitting on the fence thinking about selling would contact us, and we may have a buyer before we even put it on the market.
Yeah, it's so true. And don't forget, we always put up the information for you guys to contact anyone at the Littman Group. Gloria and Larry are obviously both here anytime. So let's talk about, we showcased a beautiful property in Fayetteville. We've touched on it a little bit. You're talking about Mount Juliet. You guys reach far and wide and in so many different price ranges. But gee, that 500 and under is really hot right now, Gloria.
It really is. And again, one of the comments I made to Larry this morning is one of the families I met with this weekend, my first question to them was, if we found the perfect buyer and the perfect terms for selling your home, would you be willing to go into temporary housing? Because some of these people that are sitting on the fence, the reason they're sitting on the fence is they're just not sure where they want to go.
Right.
But we're in such a great seller's market that if we can help them with an action plan to put their home on the market, work with them to get the best terms and price for their home, and then they can go into temporary housing until they can find exactly what they're looking for.
And the other thing with that is that by them being willing to go into temporary housing, they know exactly what they have to spend. They don't have to worry about, well, am I going to get this price? Am I going to get that price? They already know that they've got their price and can afford what they're looking at.
Now, it kind of rolls off the tongue for you guys, of course, but this temporary housing sounds pretty scary to some people out there, I bet. You're saying that there's low inventory, so we're trying to, we want to sell your home and then we want you to move into temporary housing. It's pretty daunting, but at the same time, you guys can help them right through the process, right from the start. Okay, you're looking to sell your home? Well, let's try and get you an action plan and get you into a home that you want for your family as well. So, of course, as I mentioned, you guys reach out and they will help you through this fantastic action plan. Gloria, you must admit, it can be pretty daunting and scary. Well,
and if you go ahead and you prepare for the absolute worst, which would be temporary housing, then anything that happens in between or better is a blessing. So, but the reason that some of the families are considering, having that as a backup plan is because they realize that they're in the best position to sell now.
Right.
And they can get the most for their home. And they also know that this is the time to make that move up while the rates are still low. And if they wait for that perfect home to come on the market, two things could happen. One, they may not be able to get it because they have a home to sell.
Right.
And they're competing with people that don't have homes to sell. Number two is, again, they want to be in a position where they can act now and that they can present as a buyer the best terms to that seller so that they can have a better chance of getting the house they want.
As daunting and as scary it is, there's two things that are really exciting, and you just touched on both of them. One, that it's a seller's market, and two, that the rates are so low. So you are able to actually probably upgrade a little further than you would have been able to prior.
And none of us really know when that's going to change.
Yeah.
There's been conversation that it may change by the end of the year. So today we know what it is, tomorrow we don't.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, for where they sit at the moment, there's only one way, and that's probably going to be up. They're so low at the moment. So, of course, take the opportunity when you can. And as we said, it does seem, because of the prestige of this organisation, that they're very Nashville focused, but they do reach far and wide. We showcased, as mentioned, a beautiful historic home in Fayetteville. Gloria's talking about houses under $500,000 in Mount Juliet, and the inventory is low, but these guys do have a fantastic inventory available to you as well. So if you are interested in buying, not just selling, make sure that you do check out the website. We'll, of course, put all that information up or of course fill out the form that is supplied in the copy right next to where you're watching this. Well guys, thank you so much. We've had a great show. We had one of the agents on today, and we'll be bringing some more agents on as we move forward with some more of these fantastic videos that you guys get to see inside these wonderful properties. But so enjoyed having you, Gloria. Happy Mother's Day, by the way.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, did you have a great day?
Absolutely.
Get spoiled?
I did. I did.
And she says that as she nods, but I know she showed our home twice on Sunday, Mother's Day. So it goes to show how hard these guys work. Larry, thanks so much again for coming in. We'll see you next week.
It was my pleasure.
And by the way, we can have our fingers crossed and a very big congratulations to Stephanie, who's getting married, who works right here in the marketing department. So I'm sure she'll be watching this, and we want to wish her the very best. And we'll see you guys next time on the Nashville Real Estate Show.